regular light. Now we're looking at this is a regular light. In the regular light, the light is oscillating in all different directions. Regular light. So this is a circular. So regular light, like the light in the room, like the light outside. So the electrical beam is oscillating in one direction like that, in another direction like this, another direction like this, another direction like that, another direction like this, another direction like this. So in another diagram, you look at the random polarization, in which cases is regular light polarization. In which cases some kind of drawing like this. The electrical vector is oscillating in all different directions. This is called random polarization. Okay, so how you converting this random polarization light into linear polarization light is back in 1980. A lot of people to study this. At a time in 1980 something, I teach optical design classes at UCLA. I have a student taking my classes is from Caltech. Okay. Usually when I go to those schools to teach, usually I have a lot of high caliber students. So he took my classes, and then we are talking about polarization. So polarization is a very important subject. Would you believe that dumb, I don't know if it's a dumb guy or a smart guy, he gave up whatever he's doing at Caltech. He go to University of Arizona to major in optics, and then switch to his only subject to study is polarization. And right now he's a professor at University of Arizona. And I don't know if it's associate professor or assistant professor. So polarization is a very important subject in the scientific field, especially about thin film coating. So this is polarization. So long time ago, the people like to make this polarization work. What is the advantage of polarization? Is give you more clear pictures. The visibility increase. And then you can manipulate about the points, about the transmission, control the transmission. So for example, you have random polarization, random like this. So you have to go through something we like to say is called polarizer. Polarizer have a direction. So usually certain polarizer have one direction, means like a vertical one. So after you go through polarize, this is a random polarized light. Random polarized light. And after go through polarizer, and then become a linear polarized light. Okay, so and that's how it works. How does it work? Okay, this is important. Why I keep saying the lab is important? Here is a very, very good example. Back in the old day, around 19, I think it's 1940 something, 1950 something. There's a student just graduated from high school with all the honor because he got straight A, graduation with honor and so forth. Then he transferred to Harvard. The guy is is son of multi-millionaire. And usually in China, if the son is of a multi-millionaire, so usually the son is just spend money like mad, right? Just like my, so one of my students, he has a 400 million. He quietly put the $20 million in his son's account while the son is in high school. And as soon as he finds out that he has 20 million, he doesn't want to go to school anymore. He just totally become playboy, doesn't want to do anything. So he says, why should I work? Even I work the rest of my life, I cannot be making 20 million. So he just go to Hawaii and go to travel and go to what you call Marine Corps. And can you imagine that? But this guy is a multi-million-dollar son. Said, I like science. I want to study. So because his father is rich, he buying a lot of equipment in the basement doing the physics research at the age of 19 or 17, at the age of 17 and 18. So when he go to Harvard, he find out that something about the polarization. He says, how to make this polarization work? So he keeps try this, try that. Will you believe the guy is completely failed from Harvard? Everything he did is got F, 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 and then he was kicked out by Harvard University. This gentleman was kicked out, and he cared less. He said, so be it, right? So I'm doing the research on polarization. So this guy, so finally find out how to make polarizer. So what he did is just try. He says, now the way he tried is finally successful. Somebody is have a secret, a smoking secret. The secret have the cover pages. The cover pages is called cellophane. The cellophane is a transparency cellophane. So what he is saying is, this guy is thinking about the theory. He says, why don't I thinking about the aligning all the molecules in a straight line? And then when the light travel, only the only polarization in one direction go through. So he pictured this, all the molecules like that. So aligning line by line like this. And he thinking about this. So how he do it? He stretched the dumb cellophane straight for a couple of days. And then send the light beam through. Lo and behold, he created a polarizer. And converting all the random polarized light into light. So he getting this pattern, getting this. So he has a great invention. Now this is called American spirit. So he go to Eastman Kodak, this gentleman. He go to Eastman Kodak. Eastman Kodak said, he talked to Eastman Kodak manager. He says, I got the new invention. I want to sell this patent to you, sell this idea to you. What will you do is, if some crooked businessman say, hey, wow, this idea is good, give me the notes. And then I copy it out there. And then, oh, bye-bye. Right? The Eastman Kodak said, guy, even though you are 19 years old and 20 years old, I trust in you, I believe in you. I want you to build up your own business. So he started his own business around age 18, 19. Okay? And build the polarizer. What is the business of polarizer? Is your early stages of sunglasses called polarizer sunglasses. The gentleman is called Dr. Land. Land, L-A-N-D. At age of 80, Dr. Land, he's the owner and the major shareholder of Polaroid. He's a major shareholder of Polaroid. At the time he's dead, he has a $2 billion in the cash in the Polaroid company. Okay, $2 billion cash. and dumb Harvard people take over his company and spend it all and bankrupt the dumb company. Okay, so right now Polaroid is owned by a bank, and they don't do any research anymore. So ladies and gentlemen, that is what I call lab. We're doing this over and over again, and it's finally making the products. At the age of 76, Harvard gave him honorable PhD. What's the use for? Right? Just like Dr. We have a guy getting the Nobel Prize, is Dr. Gao, right? Gao Kun. Dr. Gao Kun is already 76, and then he hardly walk, right? He's already Alzheimer's disease, right? So who got collecting that? His wife. Okay, and ladies and gentlemen, that's the reason why I stress the lab. He can fail everything in the Harvard, but he can make the company $1 billion.